early. I had to hop on here. What is going on, everybody? As you can tell from the writing on the wall altogether, I would say get some or everything that you might need for a cold, long, dark winter and for any type of unrest. It could start getting crazy. So I just wanted to get it out there. I haven't done a live stream in a while. I figured I'd pop on, see what everybody's doing. We'll wait. Somebody will get on here eventually, but yeah, pretty much just kind of, I've been putting up a little bit of stuff that I had been doing. Some of the suitcases and the bags with one of them last videos. But I just want to say that get everything you got a chance to get that you think you possibly need. I don't know if I should continue doing too many more of those videos, like, oh, here's what I'm doing. I'm throwing it in the bag and I'm moving it. I'm getting it out of here. I don't have it in the same spot. I only got a couple regular ones sitting there, but I moved out. Well, when I got even more rice, I should have probably never done that. I just can't stop with that stuff. I don't know. Anyways, along with getting everything you need right now, that comes with training too. Getting training. That was that video that I just posted up today. Soup World said, yeah, you should throw it up there, because I wrote in the community tab if anybody wanted to see. That was the very first time I ever even attempted it, shooting from a barricade. But I'm a little bit quicker at it now. Obviously, just that day I think I got quicker at it altogether. But that's the thing with practice. That's why I want to say get everything you need now. I'm thinking, if you haven't started stuff by now, I say that once in a while, but if you haven't started stuff by now, you really need to get stuff going between supply chain issues and possible ammo issues. I mean, just cutting out the Russian ammo issue, I think it's tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was for the 13th, so anything that's not scheduled to come over by then or something like that is not going to be getting shipped. But if it was already scheduled to come over, it will still be getting shipped. So, and that's just one thing. That's just that. If you don't have a decent blade, we have a couple videos on a couple different blades. You can go back in the channel and check them out. The Shrades, I had a couple of them for as far as a budget blade. You could get something cheap. I just did a review on the Black Scout Survival. If you need a budget weapon light, if you have no way to take care of water, I actually just looked up another water filtration system. I'll probably end up getting it. I don't know when exactly. I think it was about 80 bucks or something like that. It was not crazy, but it's another hand pump, so it's something that if you don't have any way to get any kind of water, you might want to get away. I know everybody thinks they're Rambo and John Wick, and they don't need any food or nothing. They're just going to run around with 2 9mm and an AR and save the world or something. It really doesn't work like that. Eventually you get thirsty, eventually you get tired, eventually you end up needing something, some sort of a shelter, some sort of something. You can't carry all your bullets on you that you think you might need. So when I say get stuff now, if you don't have a chest rig, if you don't have a battle belt set up, or if you didn't get any kind of training, if you don't know how to box, if you can't flip people, if you, I mean, just haven't even run through any tactics or techniques of any kind, of any scenario or situation, if you're just sitting on the sidelines going, oh, I'll be fine when everything happens, and your cardio is like way below what it should be, you need to do something about that. I know I've been doing a little bit more now. I'm kind of ramping it back up, and then with these mandates, I mean, you never know. You never know. You know, they say that once someone loses everything, they lose it. So the unrest could be insane at some point. The amount of people that could be homeless with the moratoriums coming up next month. There's another 10 million families or something like that. And now with the unemployment losing that bonus, there's a lot of things that are going negative right now that it's good to get some sort of training. Get the supplies you think you're going to need. Get the supplies, have a way to move the supplies. We've got some bags that are stinking heavy. We have a tow-behind cart that we could carry. I don't even know what that thing holds, like 250 pounds or something like that. But I mean, that probably won't cover the ammo. But these are also reasons why I say to have that, a way to get them. How would you recommend someone that is not prepared at all to start preparing properly? Go to the Dollar Tree if you're on a budget. Grab the rice, grab some canned goods. Just a few extra things every single time you go to the store make a really big difference as far as food preps. As far as weapons, go to your local gun shop. There's ammo right now. How long it'll be there, I don't know. Go to we have a Sportsman's Warehouse in our city. We have a Sportsman's Warehouse, and they have camping, they have hiking stuff, camping and hiking gear and hunting gear is usually pretty durable. Military surplus, it's all usually pretty durable, and I would just slowly try to get everything you can. I don't know how long before the SHTF actually happens. This could be quite some time from now. This could be next week. You never know. And that's why I keep saying to get the training. That's why I keep saying to get what you can while you can, or when you can, even if it's just a little bit every week. You can see that. But whether it comes down to just your gear and how you have your gear set up, if something is different than like each pack, like even these 2 packs that we got here, this one's like almost like a bug out bag. It has all sorts of stuff in it. What would you say that is? Probably 30. I don't even know if it's 30 pounds, but we got everything. We had 25 pounds or so. And then this one is even bigger, and it's probably only about the same weight, but we have literally, this is like a food bag, and we've got different stuff in it. But mountain house, survival tabs. I threw those shots in there also. Way to start a fire. There's a filter in every bag. Just having this stuff, and there's only 2 bags sitting up here right now. Well, this bag is still incomplete. And we have bags set up that we could take off and go if we ever had to. So we have some sort of a plan, some sort of, we have done dry runs with it. We ended up, how quick can we get stuff out to the truck? And so being ready, getting what you need, training that you might need, getting the exercise that you might need, getting the mental that you might need. Because this could be short-lived or 5 years. You have what you... I heard Prepper Nation. I watched this video last night. Watched the premiere, man. But he said something in there. He said, prepare like your life depends on it, because it just might. And I hear a lot of people talking like this. But how do you know if you can... grab 2 bags and run 3 miles out off to the side, tuck off to the side, and still be able to defend? Have you ever ran 100 yards down to a target, ran 100 yards back, turned around freestanding and taken a shot and still hit it? This is going like this. You've got all your gear on. you're running around with an extra 20 pounds and then 2 bags that are 25 pounds apiece? Or do you have a cache along the way to where you're going if you're going somewhere? Are you staying where you are? If you're sheltering in place and bugging in, you still may need to have, I mean, no matter what, it's good to be healthy, it's good to be in shape. No matter what. Go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Judo or something like that, get yourself some good cardio. You'll be better off. Go box. Do something that's going to help you. If you figure this 73 days, tomorrow will be 72 days. So we'll go for a 72 days. I seen Bear Independent too. Bear, he's doing a 75 hard. You can go on and look how to do 75 hard. You'll be short a day or two, but kick everything into overdrive. If you wanted to say, how am I going to deal with something when it does happen in the next, we'll say 72 days. Every day, do something. Don't waste your time. Oh, I'm really tired after work. I got to sit down. No, get up and do 10 push-ups. Get up and practice dry fire. Get up and practice mag changes. On the way home, when you go to the gas station, is there something there that they have that you might need in any type of a situation? Grab some extra jerky. Maybe they got bags of sugar there. If you just got one thing a week or a day or I mean, there's not enough time to actually, if you were going off the amount of time given just for these mandates or something like that, which this whole thing could be blocked. You got to remember that. It could be blocked, it could be pushed off or held off longer, but we all know sooner or later this is what it is, and you're going to have to make a decision of what you're going to do. Whether you're going to or you're not, and what's your plan after that? Do you have a plan for that? Because myself, I'm probably not. And what's that going to lead me to? I mean, that whole quality of life thing. Do I want? Everybody thinks. I think Bear said that last night too. Maybe I can't remember. Someone said something about that quality of life, and nowadays people consider quality of life living as long as you possibly can. But dying for a cause, not saying dying for a cause, but living your life like with freedom is a lot different than, how do they say it? It's better to live my life. I don't want to live my life on my knees. Let's put it that way. I'm not gonna be a slave. I'm not gonna be an experiment. No lab rat. If I end up getting hit with these lead projectiles because of that are like copper jacketed, I mean, I guess, what do they call that? That kinetic energy coming at you. Hopefully I get some back out at, it won't just be one-sided. So that's why I was saying, get everything you can as soon as you can. Don't, like, I got a couple credit cards. They're like emergency credit cards. And I don't want to just go swipe them, though, because what happens if nothing happens? Now I owe this money and I got interest to pay on it. So within your means, side gigs, we talked about that before, get something where you get a little extra cash. So I don't care if bullets go 5.56 or $20 a box. What am I going to do at $20 a box? Well, I'm still going to go practice. So I'm going to buy 5 boxes, and I'm only going to shoot 1 or something, because it's better to overpay. I mean, they're not that much right now, but it's better to overpay and have it than not have it, I guess you'd say. Because I know I got bad feelings, let's put it that way. And I know that I would definitely rather have it. I definitely already have probably what I feel like is a good enough amount for now. But I would never want to fall out of practice. We have skipped a couple weekends now, and that's just a once a week practice, but it's nice even if you can get once a month right now, just to make sure everything's still sighted in, everything's exactly the way you want it. I don't think, depending on if you're in the city or out in the middle of nowhere, I don't think you'd be running and gunning necessarily every single time. I think it's going to be a little bit more like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be confrontational the whole time. I mean, if the cities blow up with some sort of civil unrest of some sort because of protest for whatever reason it was. We already seen how the last few went, but what happens if this gets a little bit more serious and it turns more into a more rioting, or I mean, we ended up, we got fire extinguishers and stuff. These are all small things. Everybody should have a fire extinguisher, but we ended up getting a couple smaller ones too, just a couple different spots in the house, just in case of something like that. Kind of like an insurance policy. Get what you can when you can, and I think the time is now, if you haven't started already. And it's sad. It's really kind of sad. I'm not very happy about the whole situation, but I'm still gonna live my life. I'm still gonna. You gotta stay happy. You gotta stay positive somehow. And the whole prepping thing and the whole prepping idea is kind of fun for me. We have fun. And we like running to the Dollar Tree. We like stopping to Walmart. We like, we like going to the gun store. It's fun, man. Check it out. We're gonna stop here. Stop in the 3 different spots, see which one has the best sleeping bags, or which one, hiking equipment, or which one has good water filters or something. And then we like coming back and sorting through it. That last video was over the course of, I think it was about 2 weeks. Yeah, and then just in and out. Oh, well, you gotta get me coffee grinds on the way home from work. So the way I do pretty much in the house is I'll have everything that everybody eats all in the kitchen, and then I'll tuck down here everything that I get until I pack it in. And the oldest helps me pack it in there most of the time to the suitcases or the bags that we had. These things were cool. We found them. They were sitting outside. They're cool. They're all full. They're kind of heavy. They got some cans in them. But we don't mind doing that. It's something we kind of like. I've heard a lot of people talking about, walking the walk and doing the things and everything. Are you a part-time prepper? Are you a full-blown whatever? And even some of the people that are saying it, man, I've boxed. I've done Daito Jiu-Jitsu. I've done Aikido. I've done Jeet Kune Do. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Not as long on a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That was a shorter period of time, and I'm still kind of planning on going back for my cardio, but at the same time, I'm trying to make as much of this currency as I possibly can so I can still go get more stuff. I want more bullets. No matter what, I want more bullets. But, okay, so I've done all that. I'm learning from the homestead survivalist every chance I get when we go make a shelter, and I had just talked to him yesterday or the day before, and told him that I really want to, go and build a couple more different styled shelters, and then maybe we'll videotape some of them. Because the bushcraft stuff I never really got into too much when we were out in New York. I liked doing the hunting. I had fun hunting, loved fishing, and I never learned enough bushcrafting personally. So I'm trying to learn as much of that as I possibly can. And what else do we do that we don't? And then the weapons training. I've really gotten into the weapons in the past few years. When I was over there, I learned a little bit of knife fighting. I learned a little bit of stick fighting. Have not done as much of that since I've been here. But as far as the weapons, rifles and pistols and stuff, I've done a lot more of that since I'm here. I've gone to several different classes and learned. And I still don't think anybody should ever stop learning. I think that should be a constant thing. You see people like James Yeager on here goes and takes Warrior Poets pistol class or something like that. I can't remember what he took. Something like that, or rifle class, whatever it was. He still went as a student, and that's the thing I think we should always continue to do. And any of this kind of extra training is going to keep you in a better health too. You're gonna definitely have the cardio to do something if you ever had to or you need to. And it could be just you see what happened. Where was that? Tennessee, where all the flooding was and everything. I mean, those people still. I forget where else. I heard a couple of spots, even New York and stuff. They had a lot of flooding. But if you're in poor physical condition and you can't breathe and you're trying to save your dog, your cat, and 2 of your kids, and if you have to run back and forth or do anything like that, I mean, this is gonna. I mean, you won't be able to go as far. You won't be able to help as much. And that's a huge thing, especially when you have family and stuff that they're depending on you. You're supposed to be one of the top defenders of your spot, right? Of your castle. So the training's definitely good. We've had the mother-in-law's not doing well, who lives with us, and she's now on hospice, and it's not too far off. So it has this weekend's been a little on the rough side, and it will probably carry in a little bit to this week or something, but it takes time away from doing extra side work. It does take time away from getting the extra training, but we'll still keep, you can still, you got to be there for the family. It's pretty hard on the wife, and she's the one taking care of her. She's at home now. She didn't want to be in a hospital or something like that, so it's hard on pretty much everybody because of that. But you can still walk through your house and walk through the doorway and throw an elbow or something, and then try to keep yourself kind of paying attention to stuff. Practice a little bit of dry fire when you get the chance. How do you catch up on your time when you training when you lose time like that? Just by going harder later on. That's all. I mean, I was doing 100 push-ups, and now I took 4 or 5 days off. Well, you're gonna go back and do your 100 push-ups, but maybe you're gonna try to do 110. You're gonna try to do 120. Try to make up for a little bit of lost time. Same with the shooting. When we go shooting, it has been pretty much quite a bit of this last couple years has been like every weekend at least, and then sometimes once during the week. And once you cut down to just having oh boy, I might have to go soon here in a minute. But once you drop down to every other week, or once you drop down to once a month, it turns out being making every shot count, and trying your hardest and just doing the best that you possibly can. And that's all that's going to happen. Everybody's got different limitations. Some person's going to grapple better than some person's going to box. Some people's going to shoot a rifle better than some people are going to shoot a pistol. Or it's really what you're into and how you feel and what level you feel that you have to get to. It really doesn't take much to pop up above. What? Everything okay? Or no? You going up there real quick?
Yeah.
Go up real quick and then come back and let me know. Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that. She's not doing well. Yeah. So I might have to cut out here in a minute or something like that. Wife's starting to cry again. She's not doing too well. Anyways, just keeping on top of everything and getting the training and of any kind, whether it's bushcraft training, go camping, try to do stuff that you haven't done before. I know it's getting a little bit later in the season. We're even talking about doing a winter camping coming up, and those are all good things for practice. Those are all good things that you're going to bring your bag out. You're going to find out what works, what doesn't work. Of course, bring weapons depending on where you are and if you're allowed to or whatnot, and see what it's like carrying your gear around all the time, doing stuff with everything on you, or it's just getting used to everything and getting to practice. But yeah, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and first time here, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, all that stuff. I may end up starting to do some lives here and there because it seems like it's been so hectic for me lately that between everything, sometimes I feel like I don't get enough time to do a regular video and put it all up. The lives are a lot easier to just pop a live on. And I set the time on this one because there was nurses here and stuff earlier. So yeah, let me know what you think and what you're trying to train. I'll take any questions. Everybody got any questions? What's the what is it for your area and your specific situation? Are you already out in the country? Do you already live on a homestead? Are Are you still in the city? Do you live in the suburbs? What's some things that you could practice and be ready for? I mean, with the supply chain issues, like I said before, food's kind of a thing for me. Because it's definitely a lot harder to do all these things, even if you go to a rifle class and say it's a 8 or 10 or 12-hour class or something like that. Go do all that in the middle of summer, especially without water or without food. It's not going to be as easy as you think, and especially if you're going geared up and everything, then it's just twice the burden. You're burning twice the calories if it's too hot out. One of those classes I had gone to, not this year, the year before, it was like the hottest day of the summer. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, this kind of stuff happens to me all the time. I put a roof on one of our older houses and had it all scheduled for whatever day, and that was like literally like the hottest day of the year that year. I mean, that was a few years back, but what is that gonna, I mean, those are great conditions to train in. They're definitely great conditions to train in because it's the hard, you're going through something to just like wintertime. We did one video a while back, a few years ago or something like that, where we went out just with a long sleeve shirt on, and it was like starting to snow, wind was blowing, I was freezing a few mags in, and it's, now your hands are starting to go. I mean, it all makes a difference. If you don't have the right equipment, you don't have the right hunting stuff, you don't have the right camping stuff. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Not good. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm good for now. I don't have to go up or what?
A couple minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Homestead Survivalist says, set up a plan, write it down first, work through the list of things you need to get.
What you can
need to
for
get.
that.
Yeah.
Have people that you trust plan and train with.
Yeah. People that you trust. Thanks.
No problem.
Eyes are blurred right out on me.
It happens.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We've written stuff down for our training, and I think by next weekend, hopefully by next weekend and everything settles a little bit, we'll be doing probably no firearms next weekend, no guns. It will probably just be hand-to-hand stuff, and it will probably be who knows, maybe some sticks and knives and stuff like that. We got padded sticks, we got training knives, and it's horrible training with a guy who's like 300 pounds and 6'4" when you're 5'6" and trying to hold on to 200 pounds without losing it while you're trying to get back in shape a little bit. Probably gonna end up like 180 or 175. It hurts me. I gotta work twice as hard as that guy. Jeez. But either way, yeah, writing it down, having a plan for what you're gonna do, that way you're not wasting any time. And that was a big thing, like I said earlier, try not to waste any time. Don't come home from work and just sit down on the couch. What are you doing? How are you improving anything that day? Thank you, sir. Yes, it's not fun right now. But
Appreciate the prayers.
yeah. Yeah. Don't waste time. Life's short. Life is too short to be worried about everything. You feel a lot more calm and confident with training, with having supplies, with knowing that if I'm going to lose my job in 73 days, I know I don't have to buy food for the next,
Blah, blah time.
who knows, a year, whatever. For a long time, I won't have to buy food, hopefully. So that's one less thing to worry about. But I mean, it's good. It pays to be prepared. This emergency preparedness stuff is definitely for stuff like emergencies, obviously. So it's definitely going to help you out. And falling, what did I hear him say? He said, you don't rise to the occasion. I like that saying. You don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of training. Which could mean, literally the difference between life and death depending on the situation. Might just be that hurricane. Some people were probably, not some people, a lot of people were not ready for what happened. And that's a natural disaster, but there's some stuff coming that you're being told is going to come, so why would you not be ready to the best of your ability and learn as much as you possibly can? Know your gear works, go out and use your gear. It's time. It's time to get ready. Definitely time to get ready. Definitely time to be ready for whatever life throws at you. It doesn't matter what the situation. And like I said, life's too short. Try to still have fun. Try to laugh. Hang out with the homestead survivalists. Doesn't matter how serious the situation is. If stuff is getting bad, we'll be serious. But somewhere in there, somebody's gonna fart or burp or something. And there's gonna be something funny that happens, right? You gotta. Well, without the smiles, what's the quality of your life? I mean, without that, 90% of your life is like work and struggles and whatever, but that 10% where you get to have fun. And I also heard another one that says something like, the situations that happen to you are only 10% of it, 90% of it is how you deal with it. That's pretty interesting. I thought that was good. And being able to have the supplies or have the training to be able to deal with something, it's huge. It's huge, and no one can take that from you if you learn that stuff. Like they say, knowledge is light. You know, you got all that stuff in your head. You already know what you have to do. Even if you're limited on supplies, get really good with what you do have. Probably be laughing on our way out. Hell yeah. I'll be probably bitching at him because his brass is fucking pouring down my shirt or something like that. Be like, look, it's fool's gold all over the ground. As I eat pieces of lead covered in copper. You know, he'd be laughing. So yeah, I don't know, everybody. Just hope for the best.
Be prepared, but don't stress yourself out.
Yeah. That kid lost her voice. Yeah, what do you do? Pray for the best, plan for the worst, something like that. So, thanks for watching. We're gonna get out of here. I gotta go make sure the wife is doing okay also, and we'll be back on at some point, and I'm gonna try to keep posting videos and everything, and maybe try to hop on another live here and there. So don't forget to give us the thumbs up on the video. There's an extra thumbs up. And peace, prepare for war, and war, prepare for peace. Yes. Where's that parabellum thing there? That was pretty cool from that John Wick thing there. That prepare for war or whatever. I forget how it goes. But yeah, that's a good point. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We will see you soon. Have a good night.